Um, I have been missing, haven't I? I was over on a live stream hosted by a Foxy Mess over the weekend. I had popped in to say hi because I realized I've been a little missing lately. And a few people over there that, well, a few of you that follow me were asking where I've been and what I've been up to. And I had mentioned that I've been going through a little bit of a rough patch. That's why I haven't been filming. And I have a perfect storm of things going on in my life right now that, you know, the expression, when it rains, it pours. That's kind of what's going on with me right now. And a few of you were concerned, and you had suggested that I vlog about it. Even though I have this channel, I'm a pretty private person. And I never wanted this channel to become a gloomy, woes me type of place. I always wanted to try to keep it upbeat and positive. Because for me, this channel is sort of like therapy. Because I do struggle with depression and anxiety disorder. And I think I have mentioned that before. So this channel's sort of therapy for me. So that's why I always wanted to keep it upbeat, you know, and positive. And, but I guess part of therapy would be opening up and talking about the bad stuff. But then I feel guilty. Like, I don't want any of you to feel bad because you're feeling bad for me or whatnot. I don't want to be responsible for anybody to feel bad. So that's why I have never opened up until now. But like I said, a few of you mentioned that maybe I should try it. And so here I am. And I'm going to talk about a few things that's going on in my life. I'm not going to discuss everything. And there are some things that I won't go into detail about just because it is very personal or it involves other people. So I won't go into great detail about those things. But as far as how it concerns me, I'll talk about that. First of all, as I mentioned before, I do suffer from depression and anxiety. And my depression is, it's classified as moderate. My anxiety is classified as severe. So I do struggle with the anxiety more. The depression doesn't really come around. I mean, there's always an overlaying, you know, sort of cloud cover. But the depression doesn't really get bad that often. Maybe a couple times a year it'll rear its ugly head. And right now is that time of year. The season changes do affect me very much. The limited sun, especially living where I do regionally. You know, winters are hard, and we're forecast to have a really brutal winter. So I suspect this winter is going to be a very, very long one for me. So I'm dealing with depression right now that is only being intensified by the events in my life that are happening right now. And the first of those I will discuss. Are my pets. As you know, Gandalf died a few months ago. It was quite sudden illness, required emergency care, and then eventually he had to be euthanized and cremated. That was a very heavy financial burden for me. I've been slowly paying it off. I have an amazing vet. He's very empathetic to my situation, and he, you know, because I'm a loyal client, he trusts me and he lets me make payment arrangements. I don't even have to go through a financier or anything like that. He just lets me make payments directly to him. So he's been very, very helpful in that respect. But I do have to claw back in other areas of my life to make those payments. And I still have quite a few $100s left to pay towards him. I'm hoping I can get it done by the end of the year. But on top of that, Chauncey has gotten sick. As you all know, I'm very, very, very close to Chauncey, and Chauncey is very close to me. We are very much a bonded, bonded human dog couple. She's not officially a therapy dog, but she definitely is my companion, and she definitely really helps me out with my mental illness and managing it. She has gotten sick. I know exactly what she's sick with. She had this sickness when Gandalf was still alive. I had to take her to the vet, and he diagnosed her with some sort of I don't know, it's some sort of GI thing. It has some, like a name like this long, and I can't tell you what it's called, but he put her on a regimen, he put her on antibiotics to treat the initial infection, and he changed her diet to a prescription diet, which is like $80 a bag. She goes through a bag a month, so it's $80 a month, plus she has to take probiotics, that's another $30 a month. And then she has to have fiber added to her diet, that's another about $15 a month. And so all of that on top of, everything else, I couldn't, the actual vet visit itself, cleaned out my savings. I had a little bit of a cushion, but it absolutely wiped me out because I paid all of it at once. So it wiped me out, and I thought I was okay. She was healthy again. She was in the clear. Gandalf wasn't sick at that time, obviously. He was a very healthy cat, older cat as well. He was also a senior, as you know, but he was okay. So I thought I'd be okay, and I paid off the vet bill with my credit card, maxed out my credit card to do it. And I thought I'd be okay. I'd be able to pay down my credit card and everything. And then now with the Gandalf bill, and then now Chauncey's sick again, and as good as my vet is, and as sweet as he is and understanding, he still has to run a business. He can't, basically what has to happen is I have to pay off Gandalf's vet bill before Chauncey can be seen, even though I know what's wrong with her. The illness has reared its ugly head again. She needs antibiotics again. And she needs to go back on that special food, because I had taken her off of the special food about 4 or 5 months ago just because I couldn't afford it anymore. Because it's about $50 more than the other food that I have her on, which the other food is a good quality food. I use there's a website called Dog Food Advisor. It's ran by a chemist, and he breaks down to a molecular level various dog foods and their ingredients and their source ingredients and all of that, and gives a rating, does a star rating system for best foods that he would recommend and foods he wouldn't recommend. So the food I have her on is a highly recommended food from him. However, it's not the prescription food that was special, and it's not as doesn't have the same fiber and as much fiber content as the prescription food. So anyway, long story short, I had taken her off of that prescription food, put her on the cheaper good food. And so her gut biome got out of whack again or whatnot. So she got sick again. So she's sick. I've been dealing with that. She is getting sicker, but I can't take her to the vet because I still have to pay off Gandalf's vet bill. So yeah, I'm just really hoping that, she doesn't get terribly more sick until, the next month or so when I can get her into the vet. Like I said, I don't fault the vet alone at all. He does have a business to run. I get it. And he's been, he's gone above and beyond for our family to, take care of our pets and to work with us. So, anyway, so if you could just keep Chauncey in your thoughts, that would be amazing. That's all I ask. So with Chauncey being sick, it's really not you know, helping my depression at all. It's making things worse. And, you know, combined with the lack of sunlight and it's just a lonely time of year for me anyway. The holidays are rough. I'm here in Canada, 3,000 miles away from my family, alone. My daughter does live here, but she lives in another city. And due to circumstances or events that I'm not going to get into at all, because like I said, it involves another person, so I'm not going to talk about it. However, we do have a strained relationship. It's been strained for a couple of years now. And so, so the holidays are lonely. And last year I used to decorate for the holidays and get all into it. And last year I didn't even put the tree up. I didn't even bother. And this year, I mean, I think I will. I don't know. Probably will. But, you know, it's just tough. You know, I always loved the holidays with my daughter, even after she got older. You know, we always really enjoyed the autumn together and Halloween time. And she's a U.S. Thanksgiving baby. So Thanksgiving was a big one for us because we would, some years it would fall right smack on her birthday. And other years it was like a day before, a day after or something like that. And so she always insisted that we have big old turkey dinner for her birthday, and then of course cake and stuff like that. And so I haven't been doing that because, you know, the strained relationship. So yeah, anyway, the holidays are rough. And then, you know, of course, and then Christmas next month, and that's tough too. I used to like to do Christmassy things with her and go out and do things. We liked to get out of the city together and go into the countryside and check things out. But anyway, so yeah, so that's hard. And then, like I said, she just had her birthday yesterday, and I sent her a gift, but I still haven't heard anything and from her. I probably won't. So anyway, I can't say I didn't try. And I do try. I always try to send her a message on her birthday and let her know that she's still my number one. But what can you do? I can only do so much. So anyway, enough with the depressing stuff and my life imploding. So another thing a few of you had mentioned to me during Chris's live stream was Vlogmas. I know you guys really want me to start posting more frequently. It blows my mind, but some of you actually find me entertaining, and I just don't get it. But hey, you know, more power to you. Coffee break. But no, honestly, I'm flattered. Thank you. Thank you. I really don't get it, but I'm flattered. So thank you. I appreciate those of you who do stick around and watch my boring channel. But so Vlogmas. So a few of you want me to post more frequently. You want me to do Vlogmas. I want to do Vlogmas. It's just the committing to the everyday posting. You know how I am. I don't know if I can do every day, but I can try. It would get me showing more of the city, that's for sure, especially this time of year. Christmas time is the best time to do Vlogmas, well, you know, hence the name, because there is more to do in the city. There are activities that I can share with you. So yeah, I'm going to officially throw my hat in. I'm joining up. I'm gonna do Vlogmas. Now, don't hate me if I miss a day or two or whatnot. I will just know that I am trying, And then some days I'm not going to be able to film at all because, you know, I might be somewhere where I can't film. As you know, I work on movie sets and stuff, so I can't film that stuff. But I can try to get in my everyday humdrum boring life and some Christmassy stuff as well. And, you know, we'll see where it takes us. So yeah, I'll attempt a Vlogmas. Yeah, of course. What I might do, I know it's called Vlogmas, but what I might do is I might mix it up with some other stuff as well. So it won't be like every day is an actual vlog. It might be, I throw a tutorial in there, or a get ready with me, or a, you know, a haul of some kind. I don't know. I'll mix it up. I'll throw some stuff in there. I have been promising a few people to start up, make some tutorials for the bread making, is specifically the sourdough. So I might actually, this would be a good time to start that, because it's always easier to cultivate a sourdough starter in the winter. It's easier to regulate the heat than in the summer when it's just hot and you can't really regulate that heat. So, so yeah, I can do this, especially the sourdough starter tutorial. I can get that going, because that's a process that'll take a couple weeks, because that's about how long it takes to cultivate the starter. It's not an everyday thing that'll be uploaded, the sourdough part, because, you know, there's you do a step and then you skip a couple days and then you do a step, and then it's kind of like that. So but what I'm saying is I'll try to post every day, but it might not always be a vlog, is basically what I'm saying. It'll be mixed with some other stuff. So ho ho ho, here we go. Anyway, I think that's all I have to say for today. Just wanted to kind of explain where I've been and what's been going on in my head, and hoping you guys are going to have a lovely Thanksgiving holiday. If you are in the States, eat lots of turkey and stuffing and mashed potatoes on my behalf. Those of you in the South, have an extra huge slice of sweet potato pie for me, because that is my favorite. And anyway, just enjoy your time with your family, your friends, your loved ones, and we'll talk to you, I guess, next weekend, the 1st. 1st is a Sunday, I believe. So that's when I will see you next time, is I will upload my first Vlogmas post on Sunday, the 1st. So, or whenever the 1st is. I don't know if it's Sunday, but anyway, that's when I'll do it. So anyway, thank you for hanging out with me, for tolerating my sappy, sad stories. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.